Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob Buttar. I'm a senior here at the University of Mount Union, getting ready to graduate this Saturday, which is why I'm here today. I wanted to share some of my greatest experiences, my gratefulness for my time here at 91.1 WRMU and Raiders Student Media before I get ready to become a Mount Union alumni, really, here over this next weekend. So, for those of you that aren't familiar, I have been a part of the sports team here for the past 4 years at 91.1 WRMU, serving as a color commentator, play-by-play commentator, working on a variety of different podcasts and interview shows, as well as just working in the studio here in general. I've been the sports director for the past 2 years here as well, and I've even had my own radio show. So I've done a lot here at this organization, and it's all because of the opportunities that Radio Student Media has provided me with. Now, like how I mentioned, I've been primarily a part of the sports team, and as being a part of the sports team, I've worked on a variety of different sports here at Mount Union. Over my past 4 years here at 91.1 WRMU, I've had the opportunity to be a part of the Mount Union football broadcasts that we have on the radio every Saturday. My freshman year working in the studios here for our pregame, halftime, and postgame shows. During my sophomore year being a sideline reporter as well, getting to interview guys after the game was quite a great experience. It was very intimidating at first, but I got to interview many great players that I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity for. And then over the past 2 years, I've been the play-by-play commentator here for 91.1 WRMU for Mount Union football. Had some great memories doing that as well, even captivating it with going to the Stag Bowl all the way in my junior year. Just great overall experiences that I will always remember here during my time at the University of Mount Union. And now I've also been a part of other sports here with 91.1 WRMU, as well as just working on the Mount Union live streams in general. I've been the main play-by-play commentator for the past 3 years for Mount Union men's and women's basketball, and I served as the color commentator my freshman year as well. So being a part of that for the past 4 years has truly been just an overall great experience. I'm a basketball lover at heart. It's my favorite sport, so it's just been great to be able to be a part of this university's great basketball programs, in particular as well being able to follow the men's basketball team all the way to their first national championship run in Fort Wayne, Indiana, was truly incredible during my junior year and really some of the highlights of my Mount Union journey that I've had here as a Purple Raider. I've also had the opportunity to be a part of many Mount Union men's and women's lacrosse games, as well as Mount Union men's and women's soccer games. And they've truly been great opportunities as well, just to gain more broadcasting experience and really get a greater appreciation for sports that I wasn't necessarily super like knowledgeable about, to be completely honest, before my time here at Radio Student Media. But I'm truly grateful to have been a part of those broadcasts and really had a great time being able to learn the sports more. Now, if you would have told me 4 years ago that I would actually have been a sports commentator, I would have told you were crazy. I came here to 91.1 WRMU just thinking I would just be doing a sports podcast show with some friends that I made during my freshman year. But boy, was I wrong. After being a part of the podcast, they kind of encouraged me and pushed me to try live sports broadcasting, something that I was very, very scared about, very, very intimidated about. And I'll never forget my first basketball game that I ever did, the first broadcast I ever did in general, just the nerves that I had. I literally felt like I wouldn't have even been able to go behind the mic. But thanks to the encouragement and support of everybody here at 91.1 WRMU and Radio Student Media, I found the confidence somehow to be able to do it. And here we are 4 years later, and it's truly been some of the greatest memories of my life. I just wanted to give many different shout outs in this video as well, just for all the people that have helped me along the way and really made my journey what it is. I wanted to start by thanking our advisors here at Radio Student Media, Lynn Riggle and Dr. Adelina Cooper. You guys have been great resources for not just myself, but everybody that's a part of the sports team and everybody in general here at 91.1 WRMU. Just being great mentors and being able to show us how to do many different things, any project that we want to be a part of here. You guys have done a great job of really providing that support, and for that, I thank you very much. I also wanted to thank many people over at the Mount Union Sports Information Department team, particularly the late Lenny Reich, as well as Nate Larisha, Casey Krepka, and Brendan Reese. You guys have been great resources, not just, again, for myself, but also for everybody that's been a part of the broadcasting team over here at Radio Student Media. And we hope that we made you guys proud by being a part of the live stream coverage. We thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of that live stream coverage. And it truly has just been an overall great experience being able to be a part of that team in general. Also want to give a special shout out to Logan McGee, who is a 91.1 WRMU alumni. He also does a lot of work on the technical things that go on over particularly at Karis Stadium and with any of the equipment that we have over here at the radio station. without your help, Logan, I know I definitely wouldn't have been able to get through over these past 2 years. So thank you so much for being able to help whenever help was needed. And I truly appreciate all the help that you've been able to provide us. But I'm just one person. We have a sports team here at 91.1 WRMU. And there's been many guys along the way that I've been very fortunate enough to work with, to broadcast with, that I wanted to touch on here during this video. Particularly, I wanted to start with Will Brienza. He was the sports director during my freshman year here at 91.1, and he really encouraged me to go out and try this live sports broadcasting. It was something that I was very, very nervous about and that I simply had no confidence for, but Will always pushed me and Will always encouraged me to go out of my comfort zone and try it. He was also a great leader on the sports podcast show that we did together, and for that, Will, I can't thank you enough for really showing me what there is to do here at Radio Student Media, providing so many opportunities for myself to be able to embrace this new passion that I was able to find when coming to college, and for that, I greatly appreciate. I also want to give a special shout out to Brendan Deviney, who was my broadcast partner for men's and women's basketball during my freshman year. He served as the play-by-play commentator, and boy, was he good. I took a lot of what I have done here with play-by-play commentating right from Brendan's coaching, really. Brendan was just a great mentor to have. Again, like how I mentioned, as a color commentator, I was very, very nervous a lot, even though I had played basketball during my high school years. I knew basketball, but I didn't know how to necessarily broadcast basketball. Brendan taught me the ways of that, got my confidence going, and if it wasn't for Brendan, I know I wouldn't be the confident broadcaster that I am today. So I thank you, Brendan, for all of the support that you gave me during my freshman year, and I just had a great time being able to call the games with you, and I wish we would have been able to call more together because we truly were a great duo, man. And then going on now, I also want to give a shout out to Riley Sullivan, Ben Johnson Bowers. We were the group of three that were doing the Mount Union football games my sophomore year. You guys were up in the booth. I was down as the sideline reporter, and it was from our experience that I really gained more confidence to be able to step into your guys' shoes whenever the time was coming, which was, of course, after that Mount Union football season. It was great being able to work with you all. We built a great friendship throughout that whole entire football season, and I hope I've done you guys proud because they were not easy shoes to fill. You guys were a great broadcasting duo, and I tried every day to kind of live up to those expectations that you guys set, and for that, I thank you very much. I also want to give a shout out to Davis Roby, my broadcast partner sophomore year. He was the color commentator for men's and women's basketball. Davis, it was great getting to know you over our time here for that basketball season, and it was just overall such a fun season to call the games with, and it was just great being able to call you a friend now, and also, of course, you're from Cincinnati. I loved going on that Cincinnati Bengals run and just hearing all that you were into there for that. So thank you, Davis, for your friendship, and I greatly appreciate our time that we had together for the men's and women's basketball seasons. For my junior year, I was able to go up in the booth with two guys that I'm able to call really good friends now as well, Gabe Baker and Bob Boyer. We went on a great journey together, going all the way to the Stag Bowl. We were a great trio, and I truly appreciated everything that we were able to accomplish that season. It was so much fun. You guys have the most legendary call, the one game, of course, that I'm not at, the Baldwin Wallace game where Wayne Ruby catches the Hail Mary touchdown as time expires. One of the greatest, if not the greatest call that we have here at 91.1 WRMU goes to you guys, Gabe and Bob. I truly value our friendship, and I thank you so much for all the fun times that we were able to share that year. I also want to give a shout out to another broadcast partner that I've had for the past 2 years now, BK, Brennan Kearns. Been able to do men's and women's basketball together for the past 2 years. Quite a journey we went on as well our junior year, going all the way to the national championship game, being a part of the broadcast team for that. And I know you've got a bright future, man, BK. BK is a great, great guy, great broadcaster, and I know next year he's going to come back and crush it some more. So, BK, greatly value our friendship as well, and I'm always going to remember the fun times that we've had being able to call basketball together. And I also want to give a shout-out to Blaine Reith, Jason Sank, who were able to call the Mountain Union football games together our senior year this year. It was great building more of a friendship with you guys. We just had many laughs along the way. It was just an overall great experience being able to be with you guys. I know you guys are going to crush it next year as well, being a part of the Mountain Union football crew. And I just value our friendship very, very much. So thank you for making it so much fun here at 91.1. And I want to give a shout out as well to everybody else that's been a part of the team as well. Jared Vinecourt, Giovanni Witter, you guys were a dream duo for high school football, and we were able to call some games together too. And I really enjoyed getting to know you guys and having you be a part of the sports team here as well. I also want to give a shout out to many other people too, such as Riley Dick. He's going to be getting ready to graduate here pretty soon as well. Thank you, Riley, for all that you did here for 91.1. To my best friend here on campus, Max Dudak, you really were a great help being a board op here all throughout our time here at 91.1. Whenever we needed one, Max was there, and I greatly appreciate that and greatly value that as well. And then, of course, to many, many, many more people, but particularly I want to point out the people that are going to be carrying on the 91.1 WRMU legacy when I'm gone next year. Guys like Tom Dry, Chris Jacoby, Ramsey Reith, as well as Dylan Zepp, Deshaun Vaden. You guys have just been a great support for me, particularly over this past year. It's really been so much fun to work with you guys, particularly Raider Zone is the first thing that pops to my mind. And I know you guys are going to do great things. Tom, you're an OG, you're a great board op. Chris is one of the most insightful guys that you'll know. Ramsey's got a natural talent here for broadcasting. Deshaun is always willing to do whatever is necessary. And Dylan, you're great at those pregame, postgame, and halftime shows, man. We greatly appreciate all your help here at the radio station. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to Will Moyer. He's going to be stepping into my role next year as a sports director. Will, you've shown so much great growth over this past year. And you've really I know you're going to do a great job here as a sports director. I know that WRMU is in great hands with you, and I know you're going to carry on the legacy that has been passed on from sports director to sports director, and you're going to continue to crush it here like how we do over at the radio station. But with that, I just want to wrap things up by saying thank you to everybody that supports 91.1 WRMU, everyone that's supported me throughout my Mount Union journey here at the radio station. It truly has been some of the best memories that I'll ever have really in my life. I'm convinced by that. Just being a part of Mount Union sports history has been something that I never thought would happen, but just being able to broadcast the games to you guys, whether that be just through the radio or through the radio and live stream as well, just being able to be a part of that is something that I will always cherish and value for the rest of my life. So I thank you all for the support and for listening over these past 4 years. It truly has been a great honor to be a part of your Mount Union sports experience. And even though my first job isn't necessarily going to be directly in sports media, I hope this isn't the end for my sports media journey. I definitely plan on continuing to do stuff on the side and seeing where it takes me, to be completely honest there with you. And I know one thing will always be for certain. I will be a Mount Union Purple Raider until the day I die. I will always represent Mount Union. And I just love being a part of this great university for the past 4 years. So again, thank you to everyone that's been a part of my Mount Union journey. Thank you to all the support. Thank you to all the listeners. Go Durs. And as always, it's a great day to be a Purple Raider.